Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you saw my last video, I did a rather kind of in-depth review with the new Drunk Elephant Retinol, which I'll link up above if you haven't seen it. And in that video, I spoke about how I'd kind of been quite heavy-handed with the retinol because I really wanted to put it to the test. It's also that time of year when it is a good time to really dive into using retinol, maybe a little bit stronger than you usually would because there's less sun, it tends to get darker earlier, and that kind of makes the irritation less likely compared to the summer. So because I'm kind of a bit more hardcore with the retinol right now, I decided to share with you the products that I'm using to counteract some of the side effects of a retinol. And I've basically had to completely change my skincare routine to kind of different types of products because my skin is drier and redder and more sensitive than usual. So it just so happens that all the products that I'm going to show you today are fragrance free. I think that that's a really good option when your skin is feeling particularly sensitive. I find that fragrance, whether it be synthetic fragrance or from natural aromatherapy, essential oils type fragrance, that can irritate the skin. So I kind of specifically was looking out for some fragrance-free products and also things that are super hydrating and help with the skin's barrier function. So I'm going to start with an SPF. I'm currently using this one from Aven, which is an SPF 50. This one is particularly good for dry and sensitive skin. Aven, I'm not sure. Products in general are good for sensitive skin. That's what they're known for. It's a French pharmacy brand. I picked this up from Boots in the UK. And I like this. This is kind of like a white, creamy SPF, the kind of thing that I'd be used to using on holiday rather than the more light, silky ones that I would tend to use every day on my face. But that being said, it doesn't make my face go too white, but it's nice and rich. It's got a really good coverage and it's just quite nice and soothing on my skin, but it's not necessarily the most sophisticated formula in that it's super light and silky, but it does help calm my skin. SPF can sometimes be a tricky one because it can sometimes irritate the skin, so I find that this is a really good one and helps me right now and gets that blanket UV coverage which I need now more than ever because the skin's barrier function after using a retinol can be questionable to say the best, so you really do need to protect that. So a good high SPF is essential and this one is working out really well for me. Now I'm going to go in with some serums. I've got the Clinique ID. This is with the purple cartridge. I'm going to do an in-depth review on this very soon, but for now I'm using this. I've already actually just reviewed the Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly, which is just like a super lightweight hydrating jelly, as the name would suggest. But now you've got the cartridges. This one helps with fine lines, so it contains peptides, so it is also nice and hydrating, but it will just help repair the skin, which is really good. So I'm enjoying this right now. And again, all Clinique products are fragrance free, so that's another winner. So the next two serums I'm going to show you are from The Ordinary. I'm going to start with the Amino Acids B5. I actually went into the store in Covent Garden because I needed a couple of bits that I needed to pick up that I'd run out of, and I just tested this on the back of my hand to see what it was about. I don't know that much about amino acids until I bought this, but basically this is really good at hydrating and it does also help with the skin's barrier function. So I love this. It's super lightweight and it really does help keep my skin hydrated. But again, there'll be a more in-depth review on this one coming up soon on the channel. And then my favorite hyaluronic acid in the world is The Ordinary Marine Hyaluronics. So I'm definitely using this. This is really nice because it's like water, it sinks into the skin and it keeps it super hydrated. And at this time of year, my skin, I'm struggling to keep it hydrated anyway. So then if you add in some heavy retinol use, then your skin's going to be more thirsty than ever. So I find that combining these 3 serums, they're lightweight, liquidy, they sink into the skin really easily. That's a nice morning and evening way to keep my skin like super hydrated. Then I need to go on with something slightly richer and heavier, and for that I'm using the Roche Posay Cicaplast Baume B5. This is like a really thick, it's almost like a paste type consistency. It's really nice, also fragrance free, great for sensitive skin, and it just gives you that barrier on the surface of your skin. It's also antiseptic, so that's really good for the barrier function and stops you getting any breakouts or anything like that. And then it's also really good at calming the skin as well, which is essential right now. My skin is, gosh, super tender. I have to be really careful what I put on it. Generally, most products are just making it sting anyway. So I need to make sure that whatever I put on is really good for sensitive skin, and all of these products are very good for that. I'm going to finish off with a cleanser that I'm currently using. This is the NIOD Low Viscosity Cleansing Ester. This is really good because obviously with all these, like the heavy balm from La Roche-Posay, the heavy SPF from Avène, it means that you really need to give your face a thorough clean at the end of the day to make sure that you've got all of that off, so then you can go in with your evening skincare routine with properly clean skin. So this is a really good cleanser for that because it's like a water oil type consistency that literally just soaks into the pores, dissolves makeup and SPF super easy, and yet it's really lightweight and gentle, and it's also fragrance free. So it's like the perfect lightweight but super somehow heavy duty at the same time, in that it can kind of quickly just break down any oils and any dirt and just remove that without having to tug and rub at the skin at all, because you can really just massage it in very, very easily and then just give it a wipe. I'm very cautious to use a really nice soft washcloth. I've got like a few different ones. For instance, I grabbed some from IKEA recently, but they were just like too rough. So I always try to make sure that you've got a nice soft one. So then you can just gently wipe it over your face, and then that will just help remove any bits of loose skin. But to be honest, they're still kind of there. And I find that when I use the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast during the day, that just kind of helps them look less visible, which is really helpful. In case your skin isn't as super dry as mine is right now, then another option might be just to switch it up to a slightly lighter SPF. I also really like the NIOD Survival 30. That's a mineral SPF. It is quite oily and it's got a bit of a slip to it, but I feel that it's a really nice lightweight option in case this one's a little bit too heavy for you. But all in all, I think that it's just really good to keep your skin super hydrated. Use products that are fragrance free and that help with the skin's barrier function, just to get you over the hurdle of some kind of aggressive retinol use, if that's what you're also doing right now. If you've got any questions or suggestions for products, then please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.